reaching an audience for the learnings from the financial crisis.
The historical context of the remaining lines about the potential of social filmmaking is the first recent wave of crisis in the Swiss and global financial industries from 2008 to 2010. On June 22, 2009, Patrick Odier introduced himself as the designated president of the Swiss Bankers Association. The reputation of our profession has been badly damaged in recent months, and one of my top priorities is to restore trust. We bankers have been on a very steep learning curve over recent months. Triggered by Mr. Odier's statement, I set out to investigate the nature of the steep learning curve of the banking professionals, and found nothing. The corporate doors were closed. My attempts, together with a professor from the University of St. Gallen, to initialize a research project on the learnings from the financial crisis, failed. All major players kept a very low profile. Figure 19.2. Screenshot from the movie Fairy Tales in Business, Moral of the Financial Crisis. Along my private road to nowhere, a well-known ex-McKinsey, ex-UBS, Credit Suisse executive opened his little treasure box. I have never in my entire career witnessed an orchestrated corporate attempt of double-loop learning after a major crisis. Going further than a revision of the modified behaviors seemed a no-go area. Only in autumn 2011, I did get access to a presentation signed by the head of the Julius Baer Academy with the promising title Lessons Learned, Leadership Development After Crisis and Change in the Swiss Private Banking Industry. Interestingly enough, the corresponding slides present the macro-industrial and national context of the crisis in great detail. Yet, not a word on the mundane reality of the situation. The question what actually took place is not referred to at all. Not a cent of a story, neither a fragmented piece of narrative, not even a leitmotif was put forward. Consequently, the so-called learnings appear very general in nature. For example, every employee should be able to deliver a 30-second roundup of Julius Baer's new strategy, and lack any sense of urgency. Challenges for our management community will affect our leadership culture and feed into leadership development. Above all, I thought these statements might represent the learnings of a bank yearning for an end of the crisis, but by no means the learnings of human beings working in this bank. Do not get me wrong. This is not an attempt to diss Julius Baer Academy, no offense intended, on the contrary. I find the effort to present learnings from the financial crisis remarkable and worth repeating. Yet, the Julius Baer case nurtures my suspicion of decision-makers being, more often than not, clueless regarding relevant employee insights that are commonly shared within their organization. The Julius Baer learning process leap, learning excellence and performance, started in 2008 on the top management level, was followed by the exposure of the middle management in 2009 and reached corporate citizens only in 2010. What if the communication would have been channeled the other way round, too? What if I, in the form of mundane organizational reality, were the main untapped source of organizational knowledge? With reality referring to all that is usually left out, blanked and silenced with regard to an anticipated management response. The big questions remains, what could the bank executives have seen through the eyes of their workforce? Would these insights have helped them to respond better? To transform their organizations more aptly? Due to a lack of access, I cannot make this case. But I have presented evidence that until autumn 2010 not much has been learned. Apparently it has been common wisdom amongst common employees in the Swiss banking sector that no learnings reached the target audience. No major insights reached the relevant decision makers. Right in the middle of the first and the second wave of the today ongoing financial crisis, my humble guerrilla rapid results social video research experiment makes this case.